A heated situation arose in Parliament today over the electricity bill that consists multiple factors restructuring Sri Lanka's power and energy sector. Is this a plan to divide the Ceylon Electricity Board and other affiliated institutes? The electricity bill that was gazetted yesterday has been incorrectly dated the 5th of December. This move ensures that the time frame to challenge the bill in the Supreme Court will reduce. Multiple errors were reported in the Sinhala version of the gazetted bill as well, undermining its credibility and raising concerns about misinterpretations. MP Dayasiri Jayasekara began today's debate in Parliament by questioning parliamentary privileges.
Our viewpoint is
that 7 days from the legal issuance of the Gazette in all 3 languages, it needs to be presented to the Parliament. We see that this is being implemented in a dubious manner. Salih Wickremesuriya and Vijay Singh were the ones who took the lead in preparing this bill. There is a conflict of interest there because Salih Wickremesuriya is the chairman of CPC. He is also the chairman of the Ceylon Petroleum Storage Terminal Limited. Also, he is the chairman of the Ports Development Authority. He is in the power sector attached to the Business and Commerce Board. He is also part of Green Hydrogen. And his son is the vice president of Green Stat Organization. His son-in-law is also part of USA, Chanaka Wickremesuriya. The one who did all of this is Mapa Pathirana, the secretary to the ministry. He is responsible for this and answerable to us in the Parliament. Also, the people who were involved in preparing this, the chairman of the CEB, also the general manager of the CEB. I am making the request, call all of these people to the Privileges Committee. The reason being based on the electricity bill, the CEB will be broken into 12 categories, but it also goes to a level of privatization.
විදුලිබල මණ්ඩලය කොටස් 12කට කැඩෙනවා. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. මේවා පෞද්ගලීකරණය කරන දැනකට තල්ලු වෙනවා.
මේ විදුලිබල ශේෂ්ත්‍රයේ ජනනය
The measure taken towards the betterment of the country through this electricity bill, such as the power generation, distribution and other matters, should be in line with the national security. All these revisions are implemented without the consultation of any of the stakeholders successfully. I would like to inform that we will not allow matters as such to take place based on certain people's whims and fancies.
අන්බන්ඩල් කරන්නට ඉඩ දෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන එක මම මේ අවස්ථාවේ කියනවා.
පළමුවෙන්ම කිව යුතුයි මේ විදුලිබල පනත කඩිනමින් ගේන කුමන්ත්‍රණයක් නෙවෙයි කියන.
At the onset, I would like to inform bringing this electricity bill into effect is not a sudden decision. In July 2022, a committee was appointed based on the approval from the cabinet to prepare a report in this regard. The first responsibility of the committee was to obtain suggestions from the MPs. Only 12 MPs participated in that meeting. The Honourable Speaker, we also invited the former ministers who manage the power sector as stakeholders. This was also discussed with 34 trade unions on 4 occasions. The General Manager and Chairman of the CEB and the rest of the CMT team was consulted 3 times. Assistant General Managers, Additional General Managers, Directors, there are 114. We have discussed with them on 2 occasions by breaking them into 2 groups. The Secretary to the Ministry's responsibility is to direct it to Attorney General's draft office and the government printer that this needs to be issued on the 5th. Uploading it and including other matters are their responsibilities. There is nothing to panic. This was delayed for 14 months and will not cause major issues if we extend it by another month. This was not only discussed over the past 14 months, but for the last 20 years. I gave my agreement to the President, the Prime Minister, the Leader of the House and the Attorney General stating that this will not be read in Parliament for the first time on the 12th or the 13th. This will be only presented in January. I would like to invite all the 225 MPs to go and challenge this because the Act is formed not for a short term but considering long term. We have also identified 42 errors and have forwarded those to the legal draftsman. The chair of this committee is the Secretary to the Ministry. There are several other representatives in this committee. These people, without charging a single penny, came forward based on my request to form this bill. If you are calling anyone before the Privileges Committee, please call me. I take responsibility of each and every matter pertaining to this bill. We will definitely present this with a revision. There are issues when uploading. There are people in trade unions who get paid without doing anything for the last 20 years. After this bill comes into play, they cannot do any of that. On the 12th, we have called for 5 MPs from the opposition to provide practical suggestions in terms of reducing the electricity tariffs. In January, we are planning on revising the tariffs. The cabinet is witness to what I am going to say. Last Tuesday, we made a decision. Check the situation on the 31st of December and go in for a revision in January. Actually, the next date is in April. We have sent a letter. Opposition leader, you can also come and provide practical suggestions to reduce the electricity tariffs.
ඕනනම් ඔබතුමන්ලත් එන්න විදුලි බිල අඩු කිරීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් යෝජනා තියෙනවා නම් ප්‍රායෝගික යෝජනා තියෙනවා නම් අන්න ඒක දෙන්න.